Welcome to Rassle Rock with Rick Connor,
Fat and talentless!
Matt Flowers,
Give me what I want!
Mark Hallbacher,
Is that okay, 2019?
and Cory Castle.
Tell everybody that you love them. So enjoy your life. You're such a hippie.
It's time for Rassle Rock.
Rassle Rock time. What's up, everybody?
Hey!
So
everybody.
we're not in Wildfire.
This is a whole new thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Around this holiday time, it feels like we lost a member of the show.
Well, it very much came as a shock, a very last-minute shock.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
It was just like, oh, here's what text messages say, and they say, figure something out.
Yeah.
So here we are making our best effort to figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of stinks. We're going to have to move your camera because that's just getting the kind of the side/back of your head. Because you're facing me while you're talking. You know what I mean? There we go. Cameras and the lights have now moved. So let's hope this works out. But yeah, we're not going to go into what's going on with Wildfire because we don't really know too much right now. But we have severed our relationship with Wildfire Radio. We're no longer affiliated with them. No longer recording at their studios or anything like that. So right now it's kind of all experimental. Who knows where we're going to end up? Who knows where we're going to land? If this is a permanent thing that we're doing from here, right now it's looking that way, which is fine. And we hope that we can still provide the same quality. And,
we're gonna be the same people. There's gonna be nothing about the difference between the people giving you this message.
Right.
So if I'm giving you my level of expertise, quote unquote, and you're giving your level of expertise, quote unquote, quote unquote, the thing doesn't stop being exactly what it is.
There's so many air quotes in there.
I know it's so.
There's fingers going.
We
around
don't even know what things were actually in quotes and what things were outside of quotes.
It's all little bunny foo-foo coming around all the time. So,
scooping up the field mice.
Right. Yeah,
Popping them on the head.
We'll see what happens. But right now it's me and Cory Castle. Matt and Mark couldn't be here this week, which is a shame because we had such a good week of wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame this happened. It was just bad timing, I think, with the Wildfire thing.
And it's also like, it's also weird because of the last show the four of us had together was such magic. Like it just like, oh, we have our chemistry back.
Yeah.
And now we lost our studio.
We lost the studio, lost two people. They'll be back. But we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
For now, we're doing what? Survivor Series, Wargames, NXT, Raw, AEW, all kinds of stuff going on in the world of wrestling.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, indeed, sir.
And if you want to call into the show live,
you can't.
You can't.
No, that's not happening right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. We're not that far advanced.
But, if you're downloading the show and you're sticking with us, we appreciate your patience. We appreciate your continued support of Rassle Rock.
Rassle Rock.
And, always digging our content and always letting us know you exist and giving us your support and your feedback and your subscriptions and your comments are always so welcome. We love, and that's all your participation is going to come way in handy this upcoming month because it's about to be December, which December for Rassle Rock always means Rassle Bell Rock.
Yeah.
So stick to the YouTube channel and, keep your eyes open for these amazing charities we're going to be promoting, as well as some pretty fun T-shirts.
Yeah. And it's just some great games and contests. And, we got our first live Rassle Bell Rock coming up on December 14th at DCW.
Woo!
So we're going to be giving away some prizes there. So if you can make it out to Delaware on December 14th, Marydale, Delaware, go to DCWProWrestling.com. See if you can get some tickets for that. You can win some quiche. Some sweet quiche. Cash.
I thought it was an egg dish.
No.
Some quiche.
I wanted to clarify.
Not an egg dish.
I could see it in your eyes. You were like, I don't know if people are going to be that hungry for quiche during a wrestling show. Usually it's like hot dogs and chips and stuff.
Can I take an omelet instead?
So it's, win some gift cards and stuff like that. So Let's get into it, shall we?
We shall.
Yeah, man. Wargames was a special night.
It was
really, really
magic,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
It was,
Top to bottom, thumbs up for the whole card.
yeah.
Angel Garza is a star. He was on the pre-show, going against Isaiah Swerve Scott,
Right.
and both these guys are great. But, Angel Garza, he's looking like he could be the next big thing. He could be that next because he's super over with the crowd.
Yeah.
Just for taking his pants off, he's over.
Okay. I'm sorry that I missed that match.
You didn't see the match? Yeah,
No,
it was
I
on
missed
the
the
pre-show.
pre-show.
Yeah, but it was really good.
Well, I'll have to go back and check it out then.
Yeah, and then we start the main show with the War Games match, the first ever women's War Games, and we didn't know what was going to happen. What was it? Mia Yim
Dude.
got attacked before the show.
So brutal. The match was so
the match
brutal.
itself, yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, in a good way. In a I'm a fan of this. But wow, they really beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah,
Like-
in the best possible way. It's hard to say. They beat the crap out of each other. It was awesome. But yeah, it was really good. And Mia Yim got replaced by Dakota Kai, and that didn't turn out too well for her team.
Right. Yeah.
So it was Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Dakota Kai. Excuse me. Against Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. Dakota Kai just decided to beat the crap out of Tegan Knox. For what reason, we're not sure. Probably just one of the classic I'm getting overlooked and no one who respects me type of thing.
That was the cage thing, right?
In the cage, yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. Like,
Yeah.
like so original, so like innovative. It was like you almost when that happened, you were like, okay, these cages being up there, however stupid I may have thought however stupid I thought it was, it justified itself in that gimmick.
Because the original War Games, they were just at ringside, right? Just waiting to get in.
I'm not 100% sure.
The WCW things, I'm pretty sure they were, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay.
I wasn't a big WCW guy, but I remember watching those pay-per-views, and I'm pretty sure they were just sitting at ringside waiting for the timer to tick down.
Right.
But putting them up on the top of the stage in shark cages, yeah, again, I can see how it's a little cheesy and a little unnecessary.
Well, I thought it was like kind of like Royal Rumble style, where their music plays and they come out. That
maybe that's what it was.
I think
originally.
that's the way the War Games thing used to go.
Could have been.
But I mean, I'm all for being corrected if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So if you hear this and you go, Corey, you idiot! It was this way. Sure.
Yeah, could be we're both wrong. I honestly don't remember, but yeah, it did seem a little too much to keep him in a cage, to keep him out of the other cage. You know, because it's a cage.
Right.
Both of them are cages, and I don't think you need one cage to keep somebody else out of another cage.
So it's like, wow, having them all in those cages up there is pretty dumb.
But it worked. It definitely worked.
Right.
And so Dakota Kai turns on Tegan Knox, abandons her own team, and then we get just a 4-on-2 match. So it's just Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae against the four of them. And well, I'll be damned. It turned around that Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae pulled it off. And a very brutal match, I thought. Like you said. Gosh, the one who was it that jumped off the top rope, and I think it was Bianca Belair.
Dude, she
came off the top rope and Rhea Ripley just nailed her with a trash can.
All that. I can't even say words other than dude. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Really crazy.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez. But that was a great match, and then we moved on to the triple threat match: Pete Dunne, Damian Priest, and Killian Dane. This was for the number one contendership for the basically get a shot on Survivor Series against Adam Cole.
It was as advertised.
Yeah.
It was exactly what I expected, but like exceeding that. Good stuff all around by everybody involved.
And I wish we did this earlier because I'm having a hard time remembering exactly what happened in the match. But I remember just like my eyes glued to the screen through the entire thing.
Right.
Pete Dunne ends up winning, so he's going to be facing Adam Cole at Survivor Series, which we're going to talk about next.
Right.
Great match.
I remember watching that match and being like, I don't know who's taking, because we were like, when we talked about it last week, we're like, oh, it's going to be a foregone conclusion that it's Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
And then me watching the match was like, I don't know who's winning this thing.
Right.
So, good job. I mean, of course.
From all three.
Yeah, of course, the foregone conclusion was exactly what happened.
He was the only one that made sense.
Right.
You know, but still a good match. Finn Balor and Matt Riddle was also a great match.
That
Wasn't as good as the rest of them.
It was. The hype was the cool part.
The hype was bigger than the match.
I think, yeah. I don't know if it was bigger than the match, but it added to how cool the match was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of the elements were there to make it a really good match. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't memorable enough for me.
No.
Like I feel like I want to pull from it in my memories, and I just am losing it.
Yeah. And I have a terrible memory to begin with. So.
Okay.
I barely remember anything from any of these matches. Just because it happened, it feels like forever ago, but it was just 7 days ago.
Right. Well, we've consumed a lot of content since then as well.
A whole lot of content.
Right.
And we had the final Wargames match. Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dijakovic, and a mystery partner. We'll tease that. For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
For the 5 seconds that it's going to take.
Well, we're going to wind up talking about who it is.
Yeah,
first,
I know.
But
Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, the Undisputed Era.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think, was even more brutal than the first one. Adam Cole gets down there and starts just chucking in tables and all kinds of weapons.
It was a different kind of match than ones we've seen. Like, there was a lot of weapon involvement.
Yeah.
And didn't expect that.
No.
But pleasantly surprised by it.
Right.
Scared for the guys. Scared for them, yes.
He just kept on pulling out tables.
Right, yeah.
It just wouldn't stop. And I'm like, okay, that's 6. What are you guys doing? What is going to happen with all these tables? I thought he was going to jab the one fans out. When he set the one table against the guardrail, because you just saw that fan standing there, and he just kind of sank back as the table legs were coming towards his face. And I'm like, I hope that guy's a plant. I really hope that guy's a plant. But it took him so long to set up these tables that the next guy came down. I think it was Ciampa, right? And what did he give him, a German suplex to the one table on the guardrail? You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember?
Like I said, I consume so much content,
totally
but
fine, but
remember everything seemed so dangerous and so scary.
Very
and
very scary.
And it was a banger, dude. It was a real good match.
It's a must watch.
Right.
And the finish, I watched like 2 or 3 times.
Who takes that bump? Who goes, yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, as the champion, and it's gonna go into whatever the next night is when I'm talking about this. As the champion, you took a huge bump and got pinned, and remained the champion, and had to defend it the next night on Survivor Series against Pete Dunne. But I feel like the way they presented I feel like before the Pete Dunne match, they showed clips of TakeOver from the night before. And they showed Adam Cole take that bump, and then they showed him get pinned for the 3 in a non-title situation. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have shown him get pinned for 3. No. They just showed that match, just showed the bump at least. Mm-hmm. But by saying like, oh, look, this guy's a champion who was just pinned to the mat for 3 last night. Then it makes him look like a weaker champion going into a big marquee match at a pay-per-view. That was my little.
I thought the same thing, but I thought it was good because it. But
the match was amazing anyway.
Oh so, sure, yeah. But I think it just looked like Adam Cole was at such more of a disadvantage than Pete Dunne was, because even though Pete Dunne wrestled the night before, he didn't just fall off the cage through tables.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it was. I was like, okay, Pete Dunne has more of a chance now to win this title. So, and the fact that Adam Cole won that match, even though his ribs were taped up and he was all kinds of messed up.
And
I think it made
Pete
him
Dunne
look
was
like-
all taped up in his leg. It was just like, it was just fight each other with taped up parts.
Yeah, but I thought it made him. I thought it made Adam Cole look like a stronger champion when he won.
Okay, I see that point. Yeah. I see that point a whole lot.
Yeah, hula.
I wish that you were there with me watching it so that you could. Make
So I
that
could be
point.
like, actually, Corey, push up my glasses. We'll see what happens.
But I'm always loving this like weekend full of events. It's just incredible to like see somebody perform at every one of those events, and like kill it at every one of them.
Yeah,
and then like go on to just have another amazing performance.
just realizing how terrible of an idea it is to rest the camera on top of my beverage.
Yes, because then you can't drink of it.
Yeah, it's the height of it, you know. Whatever. Anyway, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but yeah, man, that was Wargames. That was freaking awesome. And then I don't know how we get through weekends, man. Like I'm old, like I'm tired a lot. And like you asked me to go out Saturday night. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know how much wrestling there is? Come on.
You know what time it is? No, I did want to sit and talk with you a little bit and just catch up and see if we could do something. But we got today. We're sitting and catching up. We got it. We're good.
Yeah. It was just so much wrestling, and I'm like, if I go out, I'm not gonna be able to watch it all. Like there's just so much going on. But then we got back to Survivor Series on the Sunday night, and that again was bad. Even the pre-show was amazing for Survivor Series. You really should have caught it, man. I mean, that was
I'm doing things on Saturdays.
Yeah, I know.
I got things going on.
I can't imagine, man.
In life.
You're missing all kinds of stuff.
I can't get to pre-show too.
Yeah.
Cripes.
Well, apparently this was, it's all brand warfare. Now there's 3 brands, and the first.
They're actually making it cool for the first time, like the brands versus the brands.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've actually been like, wow, this is cool.
There was a battle royal, tag team battle royal, which was inter-brand. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode won that. They won a cup. Mm-hmm. There was a trophy there with a cup, and I'm like, didn't they just do this with the best in the world thing
cup
with
that you can drink out of?
Yeah, well, the trophy cup.
Yeah.
It was just a big
like
old
a
cup.
cup.
But I forget what it said. It was just like, this is you guys are the winners type of cup. But it was, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode won that. So that was 1 point for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next match was Lio Rush, Tozawa, and Kalisto.
Holy moly.
That
was pre-show?
That was pre-show.
Oh, man. I got to watch that.
For the Cruiserweight title. That was a fantastic match.
Dude, Lio Rush never has a bad match.
He's been killing it.
He's been
killing it. And I don't know where he went, like, for months. Mm-hmm. Like, they just kept him off. They're like, you know what, we're done with you for a little while. Mm-hmm. Adjust your attitude a little bit.
Yeah.
But, he just came back and he was just like, boom, done. Mm-hmm. Everything. Killing it all around. He was just on NXT this week against Tozawa. Yeah. Killing it again.
Yeah.
So Rush wins that. That's the first point for NXT. And then we get the first and only point for Raw. It just happened on the pre-show. This was the triple threat tag team match with all the champions. Viking Raiders, New Day, and the Undisputed Era. Again, this was a great match. And Viking Raiders should win. It's 100% like that makes sense. But at the same day, like, what are they doing with the New Day? In the same
they don't matter.
No.
They don't matter at all.
And they're the tag team champions on SmackDown.
Right.
So it's like
why have 2 brands of tag belts? Like, get rid of the SmackDown tag team championships.
It doesn't make sense. If you're gonna do this, like, make them separate shows completely. Mm-hmm. Like NXT feels like it's its own separate thing.
Right.
But Raw and SmackDown just feel like they're all under that WWE umbrella.
Yeah.
I mean, they all are.
Yeah.
Including NXT, but they just feel like the same show.
Yeah.
With different people on it. But it feels like you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't.
Tag team. You
Right.
don't need
Like,
an Intercontinental.
As long as there's the WWE show, there's WWE Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
And I think JR says this on his podcast about how stupid having a Universal Championship is.
Yeah.
I think he's like, it just makes your other belt mean nothing.
Right.
And I didn't even know New Day were the Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, you forget. Really.
I forgot that even happened.
They don't do anything with them. They don't do anything with the Viking Raiders either. They just put them in squash matches every week.
Right. The local talent.
The local talent, yes.
Giving them an extra payday.
Right. The Viking Raiders won that, so we're at 1-1 here. 1-1-1. Going into the opener of the card, which was the first 5-on-5-on-5 Survivor Series match. Me and Matt talked about this when it was originally announced that they were bringing NXT into Survivor Series, if they were going to do a 5-on-5-on-5. And we thought it was great then, and it turned out to be just as great as we thought it was going to be.
Right.
The women killed it. This was.
I was gonna ask about that. Like, what happened? Someone got hurt, and then like a couple people got hurt, and then like they went away. I didn't
really
if you could like fill me in on that a little bit more. If you know.
It was from NXT. I didn't see who originally got hurt. What are you talking about?
Like they had NXT women were.
There was 2 NXT women that were down,
right.
And they took them to the back, and we thought they were gone, eliminated.
Okay.
And that was Io Shirai and. Was that Candice LeRae?
Okay. I guess I missed the end of the match. Did they come back out?
They came back out. Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's what happens when you make other plans.
Yeah. Right.
When you're out and you're just trying to catch it on the network, you only see what you see. But I
know Asuka walked out because she had a problem with Charlotte. She did the green mist gimmick and kind of spit it right in her face and cost Charlotte her. She got pinned from that, and then Asuka walked out there. There was all kinds of stuff. Sarah Logan was in this match, and I was really excited to see her, and she really let me down. Like, there was a lot of botches, and everything looked really sloppy.
Yeah, you were saying that to me earlier too.
Yeah, I was upset about that because I really like Sarah Logan. And,
it looked like she just was rusty, like she hadn't done anything in a while.
But I know she's on like Main Event. She's like doing house shows and stuff like that.
But it just felt like she had rust.
Yeah.
Right?
I know what you're talking about.
It felt like we've both seen it like a ton of times where somebody just hasn't had a match in a couple months or like hasn't been on a lot of shows and then they just come back and they're just not as like crisp.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It's just she needed to like get crisper, I guess. You need to put her in the fridge, the crisper.
So it was Rhea Ripley's team winning that, giving another point to SmackDown. Then we get Roderick Strong, AJ Styles, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Which, what did you think of this match?
Match of the night.
Yeah,
Match of the night.
I really enjoyed it. I think the crowd took away a little bit from it.
Okay, I wasn't really paying attention as much to the crowd. I guess.
Yeah, because they were so quiet. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Like they just weren't into it, and it just felt like. It just made the match feel a little flat for me.
Yeah.
Like, if the crowd's dead, it just kind of takes away from the match itself. But I thought it was a great match.
It was amazing. It was an amazing match.
Roderick
I mean,
Strong won
I could watch it again tomorrow and the next day and the next day, probably.
And then we get Adam Cole.
I'm not going to, but I could.
Right. we could if we wanted.
I could. I'm not gonna. I have other things to do.
Right. We got things going on. I mean, we watched it once. What the hell you want from us? Adam Cole and Pete Dunne. We talked about this before.
Yeah,
Adam Cole. Yeah, that was Adam Cole's the man. Like he's just.
I've never seen someone like come to and just transcend all the like. Oh, they don't do anything good with the NXT people when they come to. They don't. They always use them the wrong way when they come from Ring of Honor or whatever it is. I've never seen someone so seamlessly become the guy.
Yeah.
And so happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Definitely. Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan. That this was a great match as well. The red lights don't bother me. Do they bother you?
I don't like them, and I don't hate them.
Okay.
I feel like there can be a medium in this, like a middle ground that I can support and get behind. But I'm not the biggest fan of the red lights.
I'm surprised they didn't make them blue.
Because I think it makes every one of his matches. You can go, yes, that's one of Bray Wyatt's matches. That's such a signature for That's what I dig about it. But what I don't think about it is like some of the emotions get lost. Some of the the selling is harder to grasp when someone's selling something. It's just tough because like facial expressions mean so much.
Yeah.
And it's tough to really read them all when you're not really able to see that well.
I think they should use those lights. When they get they do it on NXT. I don't think they do it on the SmackDown and Raw, but when they're announcing a title match, like the introduction lights, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
It's like a bright white light, but it's kind of bluish.
Uh-huh.
And since they changed the Universal title to the Blue Universal title, so now it's blue now. Why not use blue lights? But you can use those lights, and I think it would still give the same kind of creepy effect.
Were we talking about it on the show last week about like the Universal Championship? Or was that just us sitting here talking when Bray Wyatt had tweeted out some ideas for what the Universal Championship was going to
some
look
kind of Necronomicon thing?
Yeah, there was one that like looked really cool, the stuff that he tweeted out, and I was like really looking forward.
I still haven't seen that.
And then they put just the blue strap on the belt that they already have, and it's like, oh well,
Yeah, great.
all right, well,
Cool.
I wanted it to be cooler than that, but I guess whatever.
Why would Bray Wyatt give a crap? I don't understand. It's like, oh, well, I'm on SmackDown now, so this has to be blue. Mm-hmm. But,
Right. It's like, someone gave me this, so I guess I gotta carry it.
Yeah.
When I want it, because it's on Fox, it's gotta
Yeah.
be blue. But I had my hopes set pretty high for what the title was gonna look like. Like, really, the Universal Championship has not been important for the length of its tenure. It's just not. It's not a meaningful championship. Like the WWE Championship has the history, it has the prestige, it has all of that. And this is just a very much a secondary title, like for nothing. It's not needed.
It's just they needed to do what they did before with the World Heavyweight Championship.
Right.
And
it's just like Eric Bischoff coming out and handing that WCW Championship to Triple H.
Yeah. So it is.
Same thing, yeah. But I love Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I think he's doing some great things, and maybe that title will start meaning something more than it's ever meant.
I think it's going to mean more now, especially like since Brock Lesnar is probably going to be taken off for a little while because he does that. We'll probably see him maybe Royal Rumble, we'll see him at WrestleMania, but that's probably about it for that. So maybe they can make that Universal title mean a little bit more
Right.
in Brock Lesnar's absence, since he still has the WWE Championship. So we'll see what happens with that. And we got the other 5-on-5-on-5, which again was better than the first one somehow. SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT. What do you think about all that?
I was thinking the show was like over after, not over, but I was like, oh, it's pretty much over now after the Bray Wyatt, Dan Bryan, and I was like,
no, we got
oh,
more matches.
there's another one. I was, oh man, and I think I might have fast forwarded through it.
Did you really?
I wanted to go back and invest time watching it, but I think I skipped a little bit too quickly through it.
Yeah.
So I can't give you my full opinion on the match.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that Corbin is getting over as a heel, but I think it's the wrong type of heel. This is he has that go away heat, which isn't good. I do like the that he's a king now instead of the manager at Denny's.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, the gimmick looks better, but he's still just like, oh, you're annoying. Please leave.
The stuff with who was on the NXT team?
That was Ciampa, Damian Priest, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and Walter.
The stuff with Matt Riddle and Chad Gable was magic.
Yeah,
and
good.
it was like I could watch a whole program with these guys.
Excuse me, his name is Shorty G now. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
I really wish he didn't have that name.
no, it's awful.
Like
It's
if he was
super awful.
doing all this stuff and his name was Chad Gable, he'd have potential to at least win like a mid card title or
right,
something.
yeah, it was something that would mean something. Yes.
Right, because as we've talked about it before, his performance at King of the Ring was great.
Mhm.
And he's changed his gear as well.
Yeah,
But you know, he's doing good, I guess.
he's no Adam Cole.
Right?
He's not being handled as well as Adam Cole is being handled.
Keith Lee shined big time in this match.
Yeah, yeah,
He was one of the last guys. I think it came down to him and Roman Reigns,
yeah.
which was excellent. And he does that pop-up powerbomb, man, that just looks like he has no problem whatsoever picking up the biggest guys
Yeah, it's
and just tossing them.
effortless.
Wonderful. Walter surprised me by being the first one eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he got tagged in, they started like a chop battle with him and McIntyre, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, you're dead with these chops from Walter. And it was just, no, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, cool.
No, thank
Woo.
you. No, thank you.
Woo. But yeah, Walter just kind of, I don't know, very unimpressive for his first time.
For how impressive he is.
Yeah.
That match was not an impressive handling of
what I'm
his
saying.
first
Yeah.
exposure to pay-per-view audience.
Right. 'Cause I've seen him like at the UK, doing all the NXT UK stuff, and he's been great. And then they made a transition to, I guess the United States version of NXT that we have, and he was doing great there as well with Imperium and all that. Survivor Series, not so much, but we moved on to Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio. This went pretty much as expected.
I wanted it to go so different. I wanted it to be so different.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What'd you want?
Dude, I thought when that falsie, like, I totally didn't want Brock to kick out. And when he did, I was like, man, this is going to go exactly the way it's going to go.
Right.
Like, and then what happened on Monday, it was just like I said it to you when I saw it, it's like a consolation
prize.
prize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a so Mysterio loses to Lesnar, even though they did so much to ensure Rey's victory, but that didn't happen. So then there's a fatal 4-way for a shot at the United States Championship, and then Rey wins that, and then wins the United States Championship in the same night. There was a big celebration. Dominic comes out, puts him up on the shoulders, he's raising the belt, and everybody's all happy and stuff, but it just felt like that was supposed to happen at Survivor Series.
Right.
That Rey should have gotten that title and had that same thing going on, man. Like it was just
Yeah, it was like, hey, Rey Mysterio's definitely a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's definitely been the world heavyweight champion before. He faces the world champion, gives him everything he's got. The guy still beats him. Then he comes back, wins a secondary title that people don't care as much about.
no.
Like, that doesn't feel like, and they're like, oh, he almost retired and now he's won the United States Championship. Like, like if they would have went, he was on the verge of retiring and he won the World Championship.
Right.
Like, it's not.
Plus, it would have been just a bigger deal to get that revenge. Like Lesnar messed up his son, man. Like
and
he
then
just
nothing.
destroyed him. He like threw his father into a wall at one point, and then it wasn't Dijakovic. Who did he give? Oh, it was Cain Velasquez. Gave the F5-2 onto his son while he was on a stretcher.
Right.
Like that's insane.
Right. And
And
there's
this would
no
have been a great
comeuppance.
Right. This would have been a great, feel good moment at Survivor Series.
Right, the payoff
Did not pay off.
Right.
So that gets that gets a little bit of a thumbs down from me, but still a good match.
Right.
And we'll see where they go with Lesnar in the future about the whole him being champion. I don't know who's lining up next for that title. We'll see.
Maybe they'll have Bray Wyatt beat him, and then because Bray Wyatt can no sell shit. I mean, he can no sell things,
Right.
And yeah, and then they have both champions have him hold both titles. He'll be Bray 2 belts.
Bray 2 belts. That could happen. I could see that. Because honestly, I don't see anybody else doing it.
No, me either.
They're not going to give it to Strowman.
Right.
Ever. They're never going to pull that trigger.
I mean, I think they missed the boat on that.
Big time.
I think the opportunity's come and gone.
Big time. Yeah.
They should have given it to him. They should have given it to him a year ago.
Unless they bring Keith Lee up. What do you think of that? Keith Lee
Beating Brock Lesnar?
beating Brock Lesnar.
Legitimacy wise, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. But knowing the WWE and their and the hardcore Brock Lesnar has to be the guy forever sort of thing. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I mean, he's got to lose it eventually.
No, of course, but I don't think that. I don't know. Well, time's gonna tell on that one.
Yeah. And then we ended the night with Baszler versus Lynch versus Bailey. Not the best. There was
one more time. I went, oh, there's still another match. I think I turned it off. I don't think I watched the match. I don't think I watched the match, unfortunately.
No.
But
it was good.
I
but
know
it wasn't great.
Baszler's amazing, and I knew that it was gonna be. I know it was gonna be sick, and I was like, oh, I'll just go back and watch it when I can, and I haven't had the opportunity.
Wasn't great. You didn't miss much. It looks like they're setting up for Baszler and Lynch one-on-one in the future sometime. But we'll see. See what happens. Baszler wins that as well. NXT wins the brand warfare big time.
Yeah.
It was like 4-2 to 1. It was nuts. So I think they did this whole thing just for legitimacy for NXT. Like they're not the developmental team.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like it was more of like, hey, we have. Oh, it looks like we might have a Wednesday night competitor. Let's make sure Wednesday nights are only consume WWE stuff on Wednesdays.
Makes sense.
Right.
All right.
Should we move on to Raw, I guess?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fallout from Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins pretty much a heel now.
Yeah. It's great.
Called everybody out and was like, yeah, you guys sucked last night. You guys are douchebags. And then he yells at AOP. He's like, where were you guys? And they're like, we were booked. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody just ends up walking away, and then they set up a match with Kevin Owens and
Oh, we also didn't talk about how Kevin Owens was in the Wargames.
that's right. I'm rocketing back to that. But yeah, he was the surprise man.
Yeah.
And didn't really do much, but
No, I mean, just that he
was
was
cool.
there. It's funny though because him being there and then being Survivor Series the next night and being like Team Raw. It was a conflict. It was weird. It was like, how can you be representing NXT on Saturday night, then Raw on Sunday and Monday, and not have us be like, wait, who are you aligned with, and what are you doing? But yeah, that kind of added an element of confusion that could probably, if somebody else was paying attention who doesn't normally pay too much attention,
yeah.
would be like, all right, I don't get any of this. I'm going to stop watching.
Exactly. Like, I don't know what show this guy's on. I'm done.
Yeah, I give up.
This one guy out of the 50 that I've seen today. I don't care anymore. I no longer care.
Oh, these brands are supposed to mean something.
They're supposed to be split. It's the brand Split. The Lashley and Rusev thing was over as hell this week.
Oh boy, this is my favorite week of it. Honestly.
Yeah,
this has been my favorite week of it. I hated it. I've hated it most of the time. I mean, I don't like it still. I'm still not a fan of it, but geez, this was the coolest thing they've done with it so far. Like, it's corny doing like, oh, serve you this restraining order. Dumb. That was stupid. But him coming out and interrupting the match, and I said this to you earlier, it's like he interrupted a match. It was Bobby Lashley and Tyson, or what's the guy? Titus O'Neil. And I was like, yeah, Titus O'Neil. I called it a couple years ago. I was like, this guy's going to be World Heavyweight Champion by 2020. Nope. But, just a real throwaway match.
Yeah.
And then Rusev comes out and gets disqualification victory. Titus O'Neil gets a victory.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, look, he got a victory on Raw. How about that? I wasn't all the way wrong with predicting he was going to be heavyweight champion by 2020. He got a victory on Raw over Bobby Lashley.
Sweet.
But then the fighting up through the audio, like I did not see any of that coming. The whole getting the handcuffs on him and then running him off the stage to that table. And then kicking the lighting rig over. Yeah. Oh, that's great. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was all great. That was it felt like his Austin moment.
Yeah. And the cool thing was they didn't have the extras in town with security shirts on. They had like real police looking like people. Cops, and that added an element to why this is cooler.
Yeah.
This is why this is cooler than the Rusev never took me to this restaurant. This is my favorite restaurant.
Wait a minute, send me back to Bulgaria. Andrade versus Tozawa was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, dude, really good match.
Andrade needs to be higher up on the card.
It was interesting to see. Like, it was a clean win. You know what I mean? Clean match, crisp match.
Yeah.
The week of wrestling for Tozawa, great performances.
Oh yeah.
Didn't win anything.
Didn't win anything, but it looked great doing it.
Yeah. Amazing performer.
Yeah. And then Matt Hardy comes back.
Yeah, Matt Hardy. Dude,
huge pop for Hardy. Man.
Oh yeah,
my God,
those shirts that he used to those club kid shirts.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so weird.
Yeah, you're like 50. Looked good against Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy, yeah.
Buddy Murphy.
Dude, he didn't miss a step. He's actually probably better now than he was when he was like tag champs.
They would have done something
with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Oh, with the whole broken gimmick.
Oh yeah, totally should have
broken or whatever.
Yeah, it just felt like he knew they weren't going to give him like the freedom with it that he wanted.
Yeah.
So he was just like, all right, I'll just do whatever you want me to do. And if that's like a staff position where I'm not gonna have to go out on the road taking bumps every damn night, then I'll save my bump card a little bit.
Yeah.
And now he's using his bump card to help put younger talent over, which is what we all should be doing. But he looked really good, and good for Matt Hardy.
Good for Matt Hardy.
He blooded up Buddy Murphy's nose. He was Bloody Murphy.
We talked about the Rey Mysterio thing.
Oh, well, you were going to talk about... going to jump right into that, to talking about all of the angle that they're doing with the Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. That is making me excited about seeing what they're going to do and what a program's going to be with them. And
I don't know if it's going to continue to set up or if we're just straight up ready for a match.
Right.
The build up so far has been great.
Yeah. Totally.
Knocking on your door. I'm here to pick a fight with you.
He knocked on the microphone. That's great. I love it.
I'm into it. I want to see it.
I'm into it.
And we got Charlotte Flair sprayed in the face again with an entire Gatorade bottle full of mist. It's like a Sierra mist. It's that much.
There's a lot. Yes.
I don't know how she does that, where she keeps it, what she does.
Yeah.
I want to know more, damn it. I know a lot about like how they do stuff in wrestling.
There's got to be like a full pickle jar full of
or something
that's underneath the ring that she goes and gets somehow.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't really know.
Like maybe it was like a blood caps type of thing where it like melts and then you just spit it out.
Remember we were on one show, and I'm not gonna name names, but the guy who wanted to do mist on the show, and he was in the first match, and then he got green crap all over the ring.
Everywhere.
But he filled a condom full of shit stuff. Sorry, and he put it in his mouth and then sprayed it all over whoever he was wrestling. But it was like, what? You're gonna fill a condom with, and then you're putting it in your mouth? Like,
it's not a used condom.
No, I know, but still, like they stink. Like I don't like. They stink, and I don't like them.
It's just latex.
Right.
It's not,
right. But I mean that's another method. I don't know if I guess he learned that from somebody. So maybe. That might be something they try. Maybe they have some other maybe rubber glove that they fill up.
Something, I don't know. Well, it's curious. Oh man, what is going to be in Eric Rowan's little cage?
I don't think I kind of hope we never know. Maybe it'll be whatever they're teasing for Bray Wyatt's new face next week. The little puppet.
Little puppet.
You know,
I don't know.
It reminds me of, you remember like where they had like those there was like a ball with a raccoon tail that they used to sell at carts in the mall?
Yeah.
It feels like that's what it is. It feels like he's got one of those in that bag.
It'd be cool if he had some kind of trained animal. It's been a while since we've had a like a prop that was an animal like
Jake the Snake,
or
right.
Coca Beware or the British Bulldogs or whatever.
Right. It's
It'd be cool
it's been a while if those are the examples that you're saying.
Right. Can you think of another one? Like, 'cause I can't.
No.
I mean, like on the indies, there's like Red Scorpion and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I something like that. I don't know. Does he have like a raccoon? I don't know.
It's just a ball with a raccoon tail on it.
Ball with a raccoon tail. It reminds me of the Bad News Brown. Remember when you had the sewer rats?
Okay.
There was like a cage that he was going against Jake Roberts. Like, I got Harlem sewer rats. Never once saw those sewer rats. It was just a cage with a blanket over it. Kind of like this. So it's very possible. We got Rollins and Owens.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? We got Rollins and Owens this week, which was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a really good match. Ended with the AOP just beating the crap out of Rollins.
And it just cemented
Owens.
Yeah, it cemented the Rollins heel turn.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see it. I hope that's the way. No, I'm not a fan of disqualifications ruining really good matches,
especially in the main event. But
right.
this I thought worked because now we're leading up into why did they just do that?
It's gonna be
why didn't they attack Rollins? Why did they only attack Owens? Bless you. Did they? Do you think they did it because they're the new J&J security?
Right.
Like are they now Rollins' little bodyguards?
Something like that. Yeah. I thought that giants? When it was happening, I was like, they're gonna do some sort of like triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
So, not like a triple threat match, but like the way the triple threat was a threat to people like Shane Douglas, Bam Bam, and Chris Candido. Mm-hmm. Like they're just that sort of other threat.
I want to jump over to AEW real quick. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but Chris Jericho is the only reason that I still watch AEW. Because everything else I think really sucks. I really don't. The wrestling is great,
right?
But I'm not invested in these characters at all. I don't really care who wins or loses, and it doesn't seem like they do either.
Like they have the ability, because they have TV, to make us care so much.
Yeah,
they could do character development. They can do behind the scenes. They can really do graphics and effects, like to make it like an experience to watch this show.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like all they're doing is sort of letting the boys run the show.
Yeah.
It's just the boys are running the show.
And it's the inner circle, and that's anything anybody cares about.
Right. Yeah.
Like we had the Best Friends versus the Lucha Brothers. The Best Friends won. Like it's pretty much the definition of 50-50 booking.
Right.
And Orange Cassidy, I do not understand at all. He was out there dressed like the gobbledygooker.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jericho, that whole segment at the beginning was the only thing that was any good, and that was mostly because he had what do they call him, Soul Man Jones now? It's Virgil.
Oh boy, yeah. I didn't see it, but that's a good name for him.
Soul Man Jones. Because why not? I'm still going to call him Virgil because I don't think he's going to be around like every week or anything like that. So
right.
I don't care. It's not a shorty G.
Are you predicting his passing?
Yeah. No. That is. I didn't say he was going to die. I see he's not going to be around.
I'm going to call him Virgil because he's not going to be around much longer on this planet.
Why change gimmicks? Because you're going to be dead soon.
Well, Titus O'Neil's going to be World Heavyweight Champion 2020, and Virgil's going to be dead.
Yeah. So don't change gimmicks. No reason for that at all. I'm tired of seeing Pac and Omega, or Pac and Hangman Page, or any of it. It's not bad, but it's like it feels like it's a great beginning.
Repeat, and the same thing like Matt said on the show about like stop putting your stars against your stars. Put your stars against people who can advance the characters of your stars.
Yeah.
And it's like we're gonna wind up getting really sick of watching these people wrestle each other. Mm-hmm. So give us something different.
I agree. That's all I wanted to talk about with AEW. Get that off my screen.
You want to do Who Wins Wrestling?
Let's take a look. Sure. Let's do Who Wins Wrestling.
Okay.
Who Wins Wrestling? Blah 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 blah. So yeah, gosh, you know what? I didn't even really give it that much thought, but if I was gonna have to pick one, gotta be Adam Cole.
Yeah, that's a good one.
To take that bump, because that's pretty much the most viewed, I'd say, finish of what happened over the weekend. Then to beat Pete Dunne on Survivor Series to retain your title. Then to take that insane bump from Keith Lee on NXT, where he just knocked him straight from the ground, 3 rows into the crowd.
Right.
That was nuts, man.
Yeah, he's become the thing that we're always talking about.
Yeah.
Not just us, but I'm saying like that wrestling fans collectively are all talking about.
Yeah.
And that's a really good pick for Who Wins Wrestling. Mm-hmm. I mean, that I was thinking about that being my answer too. But I got a different one.
Okay.
I think it's Bianca Belair.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was so good. She was so good at War Games. Mm-hmm. Like impressive as hell at War Games, and then at Survivor Series, like
that match you fast forwarded through.
But
was that it, or was that the other one?
No, the one of the matches with her. Everything I saw her do was like, wow. Mm-hmm. And think she's like 22 years old.
Yeah,
she's just a kid.
Yeah,
and she is a natural at this. So I it just all goes back to like me constantly going like the incredible amount of potential I see in Bianca Belair, and she's gonna be a big star in wrestling.
Rhea Ripley too.
Yeah, both of them.
She's young too, isn't she? Only like 22, 23?
Probably, yeah.
I think, but she's looking like legit. If anyone was going to take that belt off of Baszler,
right? Was she pinned Charlotte Flair?
Yep.
She had a pretty banner week for her young career, but it all is mega cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with these women in the future.
Definitely. If I had a second pick for Who Wins Wrestling, it might be Jessica Carr.
Yeah, she got called up to Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, she's going to be a referee on SmackDown. They did a big. Did you see the big send away?
I just saw photos on her Twitter and
they
stuff.
They did. Tommaso Ciampa came out and did did this whole thing of like, it's her last night.
Mm-hmm.
He got the whole crowd chanting, "Thank you, Jess,"
Mm-hmm.
and it was really nice. She cut a great promo in the middle of the ring, like a big great goodbye promo.
Uh-huh.
He's like, and she ended it with something like, "No matter where I go, I'm always NXT."
Right.
And did the whole like, "We are NXT," like that whole thing.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great.
Sparks flew, emotions ran high.
Right.
She actually talked to me, man.
She actually talked to me, man. She touched my leg. Yeah, it was great, and good for her.
Yeah.
So that's what we got now. We're it's Friday night. Holy crap! So SmackDown is on probably currently as we're talking, or about to go on. I can't really tell what time it is. But it's
7:23.
All right, so it's not on yet. But the big story going into SmackDown tonight is that Bray Wyatt is going to be introducing a new character.
Mm-hmm.
The rumor going around is that it's going to be Liv Morgan with a gimmick change, and she's going to be Sister Abigail. What do you think of that, first off?
I think I'm really, really curious. Mm-hmm. I'm really, really excited. And I hope that does happen, because the previous version of Sister Abigail being Bray Wyatt in drag. Do you remember that?
No. When did that happen?
He had like a veil on or something. Do you not remember that?
That sounds familiar.
It was like that version of Sister Abigail. It was all around the time when like he was feuding with Randy Orton. When Randy Orton burnt down the house.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't a rocking chair. It was Bray Wyatt
with
I remember
like it being a rocking chair.
Right.
And then somebody broke it. I think it was Ambrose.
Yeah.
Destroyed the rocking chair, and that was a big deal. Like that was like the ghost of Sister Abigail or something. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna find out.
Well, I'm really, really anxious to see how it plays out. I just, I think the character in itself, because they also have one of the puppets as Sister Abigail. Abby.
Yeah, Abby the Witch.
Right.
That's kind of
so it feels like we probably don't want her to be a huge character in this whole storyline, but to be an integral part that's minimal and still entertaining and fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm into it, and I'm curious.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. If they do it that way, then more power to them, because Liv Morgan, I think, deserves it. I think she's a great worker. And the Harley Quinn gimmick was getting tired anyway. Mm-hmm. If it's not Liv Morgan as Sister Abigail, what do you think happens with Liv Morgan? Do we see her back in the ring anytime soon? Do we see her with any kind of gimmick change?
Is she on Total Divas or anything like that? Or is she on any of those? Me either. So, I mean, like, that's
what we need Matt for. Matt watches that crap.
I don't know. She's a great performer, and she's really good looking. I like looking at her. I hope that all the best things in the world happen for her. Maybe.
Do you think we see her back in the ring?
You know what? I hope so. Mm-hmm. I mean, is she hurt?
She was. She's not anymore.
You know who would be a cool addition and used for Sister Abigail? Would be probably Ruby Riott. That would be pretty.
Yeah, where's she been?
Badass.
Is she injured?
I don't know.
Is she still with the company? I think I heard something
about
her.
Do we not pay attention enough?
There's too many people.
There's too many things and
way too many people. I have no idea what's going on.
And too much stuff. We're paying too little of attention, even though we pay attention every day. Some things are going to slip through the cracks.
Yeah, hey, what are you going to do? I don't remember everything. If it's not Sister Abigail, who do you think it is? What do you think is the new face of the Firefly Funhouse? What do you think we're looking for? We're looking at a new puppet?
I was thinking, when he said that, I was thinking that it was going to be some other version of him.
Okay, so we have the Fiend, then we have the Mr. Rogers looking Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, and then something else. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I heard new face.
That might be it. Yeah, that could
because like the Faces of Foley.
Yeah,
like I think that's the where my brain went to on that whole thing. But I mean, I could be way wrong. But I would like to see the Sister Abigail thing. That'd be cool. But you know, what could he do that would be like another character?
I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. We're gonna see the Muscle Man dance or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't.
It's gonna be really interesting, and it's gonna be really creepy. Most likely. All right, man. I think we can wrap this thing up, right?
Yeah, dude.
Covered a lot.
Yeah,
Covered a whole lot within 1 hour.
Yes, this is, hopefully just the beginning. So, thanks for sticking with us through the growing pains, figuring this whole thing out. It's an evolving process. Speaking of that, check out my podcast, Evolving with Corey Castle. Drop new episodes every Monday on Spotify and iTunes and iHeartRadio, and throw us a rating, review. If you listen to this show, if you consume our content, if you have changed your opinion about a thing because you heard the way we thought about something, man, that's great. That's awesome. Like being an influencer in a positive way. Sometimes it's a negative way, like you did with the Cody Rhodes promo.
Yes, a little bit.
But yeah, if we can inspire somebody in some way, that's great. Let us know you exist. Let us know you enjoy the content. Make sure you subscribe. And once, like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, check out the YouTube channel for the full episodes of the show, or the Rassle Bell Rock coming up in just a couple weeks. And,
yeah, man. If you like it. If you love it, sub it.
Is that a thing people say?
That's what I say. I don't know.
You've never said that before?
I have.
On the show?
I think.
I don't think I've ever heard you say
Maybe
that.
not.
If you like it.
If you like it, give it a like. If you love it, subscribe.
Oh, boy. Let's make that a shirt, dude.
No, I'm done with shirts. I just posted 12 freaking shirts to Teespring. I'm done with shirts for a
Give
little
the link
while.
to the shirts they can find, and tell us some examples.
Teespring.com/store/Rassle-Rock. That's our merchandise store. Everything on there is connected to a different charity, man. There's so many good charities this year. I'm more excited for the charities than I am for the t-shirts. But if you pick something up from the merchandise store, you're going to be helping somebody out a great deal. And all the shirts are now 100% going to charity. It's not like a portion. Like we used to do, like 75%.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now it's 100%. We get absolutely nothing from this other than a warm, fuzzy feeling for donating to charity. Helping people out. So check that out, man.
Give some designs. Tell people what
some
of the designs are that they can find on
there's
Teespring.
officially a Rassle Bell Rock shirt now. It looks like the old Raw is War logo, but it's got a little tinsel and holly and stuff on it. So it looks pretty cool. There's the last one I just posted was wig, mullet, we all gotta die someday.
that made it onto a shirt.
That made it onto a shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them. Cody and Cordell, if I'm not licensed in your state. There's that shirt. Let's see. There's the old Rassle Rock shirt, which is the Ransom logo that we have up. That's on our everywhere. If you're seeing a Rassle Rock logo, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There's a whole bunch of them, man. There's a Hot Dog Hogan, and then there's a We Know. The We Know shirt is up now. We've always talked about. Yes, Matt, we know.
Yeah, we know.
There's a bunch of them now, man. There's a It's Something to Do shirt. Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of them. Check them out, man.
Also, all these things come in hoodies, and you can get
mugs,
baby onesies, mugs, stickers, pens, staplers,
there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's no staplers.
Magnifying glasses.
Why would there be
lamps?
There's no lamps.
TVs, books. I'm just looking around the room and saying things I see.
There's actually the what do you call these?
The
wall
tapestry.
Tapestries.
Yes.
There's an evolving tapestry on there.
There's tapestries for everything on there. For everyone of
I don't think there's all for all of them.
Oh really? Okay.
I think it's I just made a tapestry for the one just so I can buy for your birthday. Christmas.
Great.
It's almost your birthday, by the way.
Yeah, my birthday.
A
couple days from now. Yeah. I'm excited about being older. I'm
Yay, one day closer to death.
I get to do this. I get to do this. I get to be alive. I'm so excited about it, and so should you be too.
Hooray! But yeah, check all the the Rassle Rock stuff when that starts happening. That's going to debut December 13th. So be on the lookout for that. And you see that on tinyurl.com/YouTube Rick Connor. CONNOR. Check them all on there, and then check out all the DCW stuff and WPW stuff that I'm putting up all over the place too.
While you're checking out podcasts, if you're checking out other podcasts, you want to check out Evolving with Corey Castle. That's Evolving W/Corey Castle. Check out Struggling with Sozio, good friend of the show. Nico Sozio has his own podcast now. Check that out. I just did episode number 5 of his show.
Fighter.
And
Started it.
Check out The Healing with Matt Bomboy. We love you guys. We can't wait. We can't wait to give you a new year's worth of content. If you want to participate in some way with our show, please reach out to us.
Yeah, hit us up on Twitter, man. @Rassle_rock. That's probably the best way to get a hold of us. Or you can leave us a rating, man. Leave us one of those 5-star ratings and put a little comment under it and say, hey, you guys are doing a good job. Or you guys are doing a terrible job. One or the other.
Yeah, you can be like, hey, you
We'll
guys,
talk about
you
it.
guys, you guys stank.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Stank.
You stank.
Stank. That's about it, man. That's all I got. You got anything else to plug?
Nah,
Right here?
no.
All right. That will do it for this episode of Rassle Rock. I'm Rick Connor.
I'm Corey Castle.
And until next week, keep watching wrestling because there's a lot of it.
Like what you like and love what you love and sub what you sub.
Not even close, but I know what I said. If you like it, like it. If you love it, sub it.
Okay, bye.